Hello, right, back to the journal. Let's see if we can get a lot of this done. So up to now, I've already stitched some signatures in, as I said I would do. I've left one to show just how I do it, so that's what I'm going to do. I'll talk to you about this bit in a minute, and what I'm going to do with the rest of the spine. So first of all, let's get this put in. So I've already pierced the holes. I've measured everything up where I needed it to go, as I've shown in other videos when I've been making the journals. So I'm just going to get my clips. Same sort of idea when I use when I did it when I was doing my trimming. So just pop them over the edge. This is just to hold the signature in place. Ooh, got a live one. And then put one on the other side as well, like so. Right, I'm just using some linen thread that I've used before. I've got a massive roll of it. It's kind of gone a little bit unruly now because it did originally have a big cardboard cone in the middle, but where I used to keep it, I couldn't fit it in the drawer, so I took the cone out. That was a good idea at the time, until like it's now sort of falling to bits, but never mind. Okay, so you just thread the needle up, and the needle came in a kit. It was a bookbinding kit. I picked it up, I think it was on Amazon. You got, I think it's like, I don't know, about 6 or 7 needles, and it came with the the Bradle thing, you know, the pokey tool thing. Something, I can't remember, I think it had a thimble, and I think it did actually come with some wax thread, but I didn't really like the thread. Okay, so all I've done, make sure that you lined up, and then obviously I've already put the holes into, let me just show you actually before I do this. I've already put the holes into my journal itself, I hope you can see. So I've already lined that up. So now you pop the needle into the middle. I always start with the middle, and then you poke it through the middle and then pull it out through the journal. Always leave excess thread so that you don't pull it right the way through. And then I go to the top, so I poke it through, and then just move that out of the way. Sorry, my head got in the way. I'm trying to let you see what I'm doing. A bit hard to. So sometimes you just need to give it a little bit of a wiggle. That's it. And then you poke that through there. Hold the bit that's already in the journal, well, in the signature itself, just so it doesn't move. And then pull that tight. And then we go back in the middle again, making sure that you don't put it through the thread, because I have done that plenty of times and you can't pull the thread tight then, which I find extremely helpful. Not. And then just pull it through, making sure that obviously you're pulling the right one. If it's not tight, don't worry, because we can just, all you do is just pull that up and then you just pull it back. And you can do the same on the outside of the journal. You pull it to just take a little bit of the excess through it. As long as you have enough, I always think, just to put a bow in it, you know, sort of tie a knot, you're fine. And then do the same for the bottom. And if you do the same as me, which I have done plenty of times, I have cut the thread thinking I've got plenty in length, and by the time I try and do the bow or knots, I don't have much thread left, so it doesn't really work sometimes. And then all I do is take the bottom thread that I've just brought in here, and I loop it underneath the thread that's there. So I just put my needle underneath and it does that. Okay, and then at this point I pull my needle out. Now that's quite short, that bit there, so I need to have a little bit more thread. So all we do is you just sort of pull, just gently pull, and you can undo a little bit at the back. Make sure that you pull it tight. So I just turn the journal at this point. Just pull it quite tight, and I always check. See, that one just needs a little bit more pulling through. Let's just turn it that way. You can see. Okay, and then all I do then is I just put a knot. You can do a double knot. I sometimes do. I think I will on this one. Just make sure that it's quite tight. It's still a little bit loose. So what we'll try and do is just tighten that up a little bit. And it has been known that when I've pulled it again, it has snapped. So just be aware that you don't pull it too tight. And then all we do, this is the fiddly bit, all we do is just put a little bow. Some people don't do this, they thread it the other way, so the knots are actually on the outside of the journal. I've always done it this way, but that's just by choice. So, like I say, it is a little bit on the fiddly side, but just a little bit of patience and you should be able to do it. Okay, and that's your signature done. So then you just take those off, fold that back, and there we have all our signatures. So now the book or journal looks like this, which is pretty good because we've got plenty of room and all signatures are tight fitted. Right, now I said to you that I was going to talk to you about the spine. Now I did make a really bad rookie error, because when I actually made the journal, the base of the journal, what I actually forgot to do is put some tape on the inside of the journal just to support the spine itself. And with me opening and closing, the spine eventually was beginning to wear. So what I've done is I've just got some more tissue paper and I've just gone over the spine again, and that is not an issue at all. And what I'm going to do for the stitched bits, the thread, I'm actually going to put another layer of tissue paper over this, and then that will support those as well. So the whole journal, well, the whole signatures are not going to go anywhere, but I'm not going to punish you by watching me do that. So in the next, when you see the journal again, it will sort of be like that. But I want to do the pockets for inside. What I've done, I know what I forgot to do. I hope everybody's okay. I forgot to ask, I'm kind of in a bit of a rush trying to get this done. It's been a mad few weekends, well, weekend I should say, not a few weekends. That's why I hadn't posted a video, so thank you for your patience and thank you for, you know, sort of watching these. I really do appreciate everything. This was just a 12x12 sheet out of the paper pad, and all I've done is I've halved it, so I want this one to be the back pocket and I want this one to be the front pocket. Now what I'm going to do is I actually want a border, the little black border of the card. This is just ordinary, it was an A3 sheet of cardstock that I've just covered the whole inside of the journal. But what I want to do is I want to leave a little bit of a border, and I'm going to put this at the top as well as at the front, if you knew what I meant. I'll show you. It's easier for me to show you, I think, than trying to explain it. I'm not very good at explaining sometimes, so bear with me. Right, let's measure. Yeah, it's easier that way, I think. So I think, because I want to leave a little bit of a border like I said, I make it about if I do 14.5, it could be a bit much. If I do 15, it's too much. Okay, I think we'll go 14, about 14.8. I'm not gonna, this is not easy for me, but I'm gonna do 14.8, I think. Right, let's try it. It's definitely not easy. Should be able to do that here. Okay. So I'll go for the back. So 14. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's about there. And I'm hoping this piece measures about the same. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay. Now, I don't know which way around to do this. I'm going to trim. No, I don't want to trim it. I actually want to ink it. That's what I meant. I didn't mean trim it. Right, I'm going to put that one at the bottom. And then, so you lose the butterfly. I'm thinking I might trim that down. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut that bit off. That would be nicer. Okay, let's cut that. Because I think the butterfly looks really pretty. So if I do it to about there, and that can still get used. Something. Actually, what I want to do is trim the back bit as well while I'm at this. What was that I say? 14.8. 5, 6, 8. I want to do the same. I'm not too bothered because I know which way that's going to go. That's going to go on top of that, so that we're fine. 5, 6, 8. Just like that. Okay, put them to the side. Right, I know what's happening to those. Now, although I need the pockets to be the same on the back and the front, so I need to measure this, and I never measured it. That's not good because I want them to be the same. So, oh, none of my measurements is, that's 5. It's about 11. 11.8. Okay. Let's measure that then. Or I could cheat and actually do it this way, which would be better. So I'll just do it this way, and that saves me having to try and measure it properly. I've noticed sometimes when you do, I mean it's not even really thick card, but I've noticed sometimes it just doesn't want to cut, so that will go like that. Like that. Anyway, that's for the back. Let's do the front. Right, I want to ink around that, so I've used some vintage photo in the oxide because I think it gives it a nice duller look. I don't know why I'm inking that bit there because I don't need to see that bit, so that can go there. And then that one will go on there like that, and then this one will go down there like that. I think that would look really pretty. I don't know whether to put, should we put a little, I think we will, let's get a punch. Got one of my old punches. Right. I'm guessing this, I'm just doing it by eye. I think that's about right. I don't want a lot taken out of it because I don't want to spoil the picture. Or the, yeah, the picture. Right. Hopefully that's about roughly in the middle. So just take a little bit out of that. And I'm going to do the same. Line it up for the one at the back as well. That way you'll get them the same. Then take that one away. And that's that done. do that. I've done that plenty of times when I've done the things, if I remember to do it. Right, let's ink around that. Quickly do it. I hope everybody's been okay. Hello to all my new subscribers. A massive thank you and hello. It's amazing. Been absolutely wonderful. Okay. Right, let's get me. Got a bit of paper and I'm just going to use a Pritt stick. So. Pritt sticks work just as well. It gives you sometimes a little bit of movement when you're trying to just position where you want it to be positioned. Okay. I'll use the Pritt stick for the main bit anyway. I will use a, just wondering about PVA. Okay, pop that down. Right, if I get my head in the way, I'm sorry. Just need to line this up. Raise it up a little bit, I think. Okay, I think that's about level. And one thing as well to remember, get me one folder. When you're doing this, don't take it right next to the edge, so when you fold it, it won't catch that bit. I've done that when I first started doing journals, and I put it right to the edge, and I wondered why I couldn't actually open the journal properly. And I sort of glued it to the spine, so needless to say, that didn't work. Right, so that will then go like that, hopefully. Yeah, that'd be nice. Well, I think it will. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you couldn't see that. I'm so sorry. But I hope you can see that bit. Yeah, you can see that bit now. So I'm just going to glue around the edge, and I've done my usual by not... Actually, I could use a Pritt stick because I could just do the edge. I could. Let's put that in a little bit. Okay. Just pop it on the edge like that. Okay. This glue is great, but I found that sometimes it's really stringy. I don't know if anybody else has used this glue. But yeah, it's a bit on the weird side sometimes. It's like if you just use hot glue. You know, the glue sticks. So yeah, I'm just not sure why it's doing that. Okay, just get the bone folder again. The journal's taken a little bit longer than I thought it would to do, but I also said I didn't really want to rush this because I wanted to put a little bit of effort into it, you know, like you do. Okay, so then we've got a pocket that we can put things in. I'm quite pleased with that. So now the back, go to the back. Oh, one tip I always do, and I haven't got a piece of scrap paper. No, it's not big enough. Oh, not to worry. I usually put just a piece of something there, just so, excuse me, hiccups. Actually, mine cutting out, that'll work. It's just so it doesn't mark it if there is a bit of damp glue. Excuse me. Right, let's ink around that. Okay. Gonna be all quiet. I don't want to be quiet. I want to be talking. I don't know what to be talking about. That should be that. I'm trying not to do too much inking because I know it does get boring for you, and I don't want to make it a boring video. Should be okay. Okay, right. Let's get the first bit down. It's easy to screw the edges up, I always find, with Pretty Sick. Card's not too bad, but if you try and do it with paper, oh, I'm terrible for it. You end up finding more creases in it. That's strange. It's such a weird thing. Yeah, I always find it can be a little bit too temperamental. Either that I'm really heavy, or I'm really heavy-handed, I should say. Okay. Now I don't really know what I'm doing for a closure yet on this, but if I do happen to put an eyelet in it, I can still use it, you know, it won't affect the pocket. So I'm not too worried about that. Okay, burnish that down. Hoping this is kind of going to be a quick video, because I know some of my other ones have been quite long, and I don't want, like I say, I don't want it to sort of be boring for you to watch. And it doesn't help the fact that I'm having quiet down, I'm not being talkative. Actually, I don't suppose that's a bad thing, really. Okay, that's a bit of glue there that I don't really want. It's just caught. Okay, let's put that in the middle. Move it so you can see it, and then just do the same as what I did on the front one. Line that up, make sure I've got a little bit of a border around it, and then just, oops, make sure that that's flat, like that. Bone popper again. Fold that in half so I don't get glue everywhere. So that can go there. Right, so that is looking pretty good. I am really pleased with how this is turned out. So we've got one signature there, we've got another one there. That's the one that's going to have nothing in it. These ones I'm going to put some bits of ephemera. Now my ephemera, I did show you in my other video that I cut out all the like the little words and that sort of thing. I've actually mounted them onto a black card, so now they are all like this. So these will either be stuck in and placed on the pages. I haven't decided what's going to work and sort of what will look better. But I've got all of these as well, but that's going to be in another video anyway. I didn't want to, this is sort of like part of the filling of the journal, the ephemera, that sort of thing. So these I'm going to be making into pockets, so let's put them over there. I did say that I was going to make these into pockets for the pages. Now, what I'm going to do, I don't know, I know that some of the oxides do actually show up on this. It does actually a bit, doesn't it? So I had an idea that I could do like a double pocket with circles. My idea is, right, get the black circle and then get this piece of card, put it on, and then I'm going to glue just round about half of it. So what we'll have is a pocket there, that side, and then a pocket on the back as well. So it'll be like a pocket there, pocket on the outside. But I'm wondering if it's worth trimming bits of these down. Like some of the pictures are not, like this one, I could take the top bit off there and you could have that bit of pocket. I've not really looked at many of the photos actually, well, many of the images to see what I could actually do. I think with the likes of these ones, because they are quite nice images, I think I'm going to leave them as they are with that one as well. Now this one and this one, you've got the bits going across, and I'm just wondering, but you see, the thing is, you've got the birds on that one. So yeah, I'm not sure what to do with that one. I'm not sure. But that's my plan. And I think what I'm going to do, like I say, I want to do that in another video, because I want to do like the ephemera video. So that's something for you to look forward to, isn't it? Oh dear, the excitement. Right, I don't know how long, I don't think this is a very long video, which is kind of good in one way, but not so much in another. Oh, let me put my lid on my video. Right, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave it there, and I'm going to put my tissue paper on this to hold, like I say, just hold this in place, and then that'll finish the outside of the journal. I've painted my air drying clay pieces for going on the front, so they have all been painted black. That is going to be in, actually I could actually do that now, but no, I'm not. I've decided I'm not. I'm sorry if anybody watches this, they'll be just turning off completely, because it's not really gone to the plan how I wanted it to. But I've done the video and I've finished my, technically the journal is sort of finished, because I've done the signatures in it now, and obviously I've got the pockets inside and out. So now it's going to be the ephemera side of things, and I will be doing a video with everything that I'm going to be doing for the ephemera, and I'll be then putting it in. So that could be a long video. It's just I'm trying to make the videos around just general living at the minute. So yeah, everything that I plan goes completely out the window because the day's just gone. So I'm trying to make, you know, I don't want to let anybody down if they're following this process, and if you are, thank you so much, because you know it really does mean a lot. It really does. I'm not just sort of saying that for the sake of saying it. I do mean what I'm saying, if you follow me drift. But anyway, I'm going to stop here, and I'm going to be back very soon. Like I say, hello to everybody that's new, and thank you so much for sort of joining me. Sorry that I've sort of waffled and didn't say a lot today. But yeah, I'm going to be back soon, and take care, and I'll see you. Bye.